Hello everybody, welcome to Millennial Homesteader. Today we want to clean up these areas because we want to move our chickens from where they've been staying. When we first got chickens, actually we only had male chickens. There were 4 that were gifted to us by our friends, and then we didn't have to pay a lot of attention to them. And then we got excited, then we went ahead and then we got 6 chickens which were female, and then they started laying eggs, and then we got really greedy, and then we went on to buy more chickens, and then they all ended up in here in this tiny little coop, which you can see here. These are all our chickens right now, not all of them because the other ones are in the other coop, and then the other one is at the back because we are quarantining some of our chickens. But yeah, this is very small, as you can see. Hello guys. This is extremely small. It was fine initially when we only had 6 chickens, but now it is a complete mess. These were supposed to be their roosting buckets or boxes, which they used for a while until they got tired of them, and now they just lay on the ground over there. And because we've been using these wood chips, every time they stay in here for longer, they end up messing up their water and their food. So this is not conducive. So we want to change this up and move them over that side, and then hopefully we could use this coop for something else, or maybe just put roosting boxes on here, and then they know that they sleep that side. Do chickens know where to sleep and where to?
I think they do. They're pretty smart.
Yeah, so, and what are you doing?
So I'm just finishing up reinforcing the fence up. I did a bit of work earlier. There were some parts of the fence because we're gonna want to redo the fence, but then this fence is a little bit, it's a bit flimsy, right?
Yeah.
So some parts of the underneath of the fence, the chickens are able to get through. So I've been able to see the parts that they're able to get through. So what I'm doing right now is we have a few stones, so I'm just putting the stones there, and then when we are ready to actually take up this whole fence, we're gonna put a completely new one.
Okay. Yeah, the fence has not been so great because the chickens are getting out and going into our garden. They have a lot of foraging space over here. It's quite nice and big, but then still they want to get into places we don't want them to get into, so we need to control that. Hello guys. So in here we have decided we're going to put in some of our baby chickens that look sick. They actually have fowl pox, and we just found out that there's really nothing we can do. I'm trying to catch one so that I can show you. Otherwise I'll just put a picture here so that you can see what it looks like. Apparently they were supposed to get vaccinated, but then we never did. We never vaccinated them between 12 to 16 weeks. I think now they're about 10 weeks. And it is so hard to catch them. Come on. Come on. I caught one. This is what it looks like. Can you see over here? This is fowl pox. We were not great in terms of preventing this, so it's right there. They're definitely not okay, but for now we're gonna let them out so that we can clean up this coop, and then we will move them again to another place. Don't run, you're gonna keep hurting yourself. Come on. And then we also have this one. This baby right here broke her leg. You can see we tried to put it together, but it looks like it's not necessarily on a joint, so I don't think it's gonna come back together. The bone is actually broken. It's using one leg right now. Yeah, this really sucks because we don't really know how to help it. Just gonna put it out. There's nothing we can do now.
I mean, we have one here, right? So we could put a little bit like that. And we already have this thing to hold. Sorry, this is right.
So this is going to be their new coop. It is 4 by 2 meters. So we are trying to set it up now, putting roosting bars or roosting ladders, and then we're also gonna put their laying boxes afterwards. Then add in some grass and then see if they're going to be happier in here, because they were definitely fighting in the smaller coop, and we think that more space is definitely going to help. So we're gonna get started with that bit.
Okay, so we're left with the last one. Yeah. So I know we're gonna get people who are asking what is it that I'm using. So this is an angle grinder. It was my Ryobi, the one that in the other video it actually was the one that was stuck. So I went and I bought a corded one. I cut this here, and this is from the corded one. And then yeah, it's working very well so far. So this is an all-purpose blade, so I just use it. I know I'm gonna get people who say that I should not be using this to cut wood. I've heard of it, you know, that it can affect the motor, but you know what? We don't really have a wireless jigsaw right now, so this will have to do. Yeah, so that's it. This is our first roosting setup, right? So we're gonna try another one at the back there. We want to give them as much space as possible, and also we want to try a few more designs. So, you know, historically we've had an approach, like, you know, this kind of approach. We see some of the chickens usually are fine with it, but then we also realize that when some of the chickens, you know, try to roost, they prefer something, you know, like a bit more square or so. So I think we're gonna try a design like that there at the back, and then we can kind of start to observe and see which ones they actually prefer in the long term. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so these are pellets. Yeah, so these are stripped pellets. But then, as you see here, they have nails, so I have to remove these nails. So, I'm gonna use the grinder for what I actually bought it for, with the blade, and then I can just cut these. All right, so this is the design that Audrey has proposed. So in case it fails, mine succeeds over there, we know whose great idea it was. And if it succeeds, of course I did it, so it is all me. But Audrey's idea is we have the roosting, ladder going vertically all this way without it slanting. And I guess I can kind of, understand the concept. We'll give them all more space here. They can have also just space to kind of roost going up as well. So yeah, we'll see how they actually respond to this. We can always just, change up the designs as well. And yeah, chickens, just like people a little bit, they have their own preferences. So we'll be able to see which chickens prefers, So yeah. These are the laying boxes, but we have to now clean them up because they're obviously full of poo-poos. So the chickens already look like they're trying out the place. I think they're gonna really like it because, you know, completely new bedding for them. Obviously they're trying to get away, but yeah, they're giving it a new try. There's 2 in there already. Oh, that's 3.
I think we are having at least 6 or 7 eggs a day lately, and I think we have 2 chickens that have just started laying, hence these eggs are like super small, but most of them are actually like nicely sized, your medium to large eggs that you buy in a store. So super exciting. Okay, so we've now closed that coop so that the chickens don't go in there and they have to go in them. But then they're not going in. This is the new coop. We are going to finish off putting up everything tomorrow, but the grass has been laid, the roosting bars or ladders have been put up. Now we just left with putting their food and the water. But then we don't know how we are going to get them to come in here. It is going to be interesting. What do you think we should do? Maybe we can let them go in there, and then in the morning tomorrow we pick them up one by one, and then we put them in there.
Yeah.
And then they stay there the whole day.
Yeah, I mean that might work better because I think they have to get used to this place first.
Yeah.
So let's try that.
We just let them sleep in there, ne?
Yeah,
because the roosting ladder is still there, so they will be fine.
look, they know where exactly they should be going.
This one is already in, but it's empty now. It's open, guys. Go in. We'll see you tomorrow at 5.
Yep. Same time, same place.
Tomorrow then.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we have a fence over there, because they just do whatever they want.
Time to snip those wings.
Nope.
Why don't you want it, bro?
Because that, okay, no, it's eating the grenadilla tree.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Snippety, snippety, snippety.
Gotta cut it. We're not doing this.